allegiance in a moment of silence. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Please have a seat. Please shut off your cell phone or place them on vibrate or silent at this time. Roll call, please.
Karlovic.
Here.
Kramer.
Here.
Reichner.
Here.
Reese.
Here.
Eister.
All right, there was an executive session on April 16th and today, right before today's council meeting, and both for the subject of personnel matters. Is there any audience comment on agenda items only at this time? All right, so can I please have the JROTC come forward? I called him here today because when residents of Sunbury and the surrounding communities go out of their way to help Sunbury itself to be a better and safer and cleaner place, it's time to recognize them for their efforts. So can everybody introduce yourself to the city?
I'm Jason Griffin. Earth Week's always a blast. Hanging out with the cadets that help out, always fun.
I'm Tyler Hartnett. It's my first year doing Earth Week. It's pretty fun. Cleaning up, helping the community.
I'm Dylan Flowers.
I'm Alexandra Benner. It's my 4th year doing Earth Week, and I got to do it this year as the battalion commander of the program, so it was fun to plan it, fun to execute it.
I'm Kaylee Fritz, and this is my 2nd year, and I loved it the first, and I loved it the second.
Yeah, I'm Colonel Walsh. I'm the senior Army instructor of the JROTC program at the high school.
So we, the city, we're handing off a certificate of appreciation to the Sukhumi High School, JROTC. This certifies that the Sukhumi High School, JROTC, has willfully and successfully dedicated their time and service for Earth Week in 2018. Their actions have helped to make Sunbury a cleaner and better place to visit and live. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We need to have more youth and people get involved with Sunbury with anything, and their actions did help to move forward the Sunbury Wetland Community Park project that we're planning here, because they went through and they removed over a truckload of garbage bags worth of just junk. I believe there's 10 tires that they yanked out of the entire property, and so it's a lot cleaner now because of them. So Councilman Chris Reese, oh, I'm sorry. As you all are probably aware, the city has received a resignation letter from the Alphabom Kula law firm relative to the position of city solicitor. And I believe council as a whole are sad to see the end of this long-standing relationship, but I am sure we can all agree that we wish only the best to Brianna and Mike as they move forward in their legal endeavors. And we wish to express our deep and lasting appreciation for the long hours and personal sacrifice that they have given to the city. I make a motion to accept the resignation from the Alphabom Kula law firm as city solicitor.
I'll second it.
Reichner?
Yes.
Reese?
Yes.
Eister?
Yes.
Karlovic?
Yes.
Kramer?
That being said, we as a city must now move forward, and we believe that in doing so, we can appoint a suitable replacement for the solicitor position. We have received a letter from a law firm of Wiest, Benner, and Rice, LLC, which I believe is indicative of the bright future of the city of Sunbury, and which I also feel will help usher in a new financial accountability to our benefit. I will read excerpts from that letter now. If hired by the city, our fees would be charged at a rate of $150 per hour with a minimum charge of 1/4 hour per time entry for any and all time we perform work for the city. This firm's policy relative to municipal representation would require no retainer fee. The city would be responsible for all costs at the actual rate thereof, which are incurred by our firm on its behalf, such as filing fees, the cost of retaining any expert witnesses, court reporter costs, etc. We would not bill the city for normal copying costs, postage, or other normal office expenses. We would not charge for any travel time within Northumberland County. Further, our monthly fees would be limited to a total of $5,000. Any time worked for the city during any month which was above and beyond said $5,000 limit would be documented for the city's protection and use, but would be provided by this firm free of charge. Our firm would agree to a policy whereby only one attorney from our firm would charge an hourly fee at any time, no matter the number of firm attorneys working on a project at the same time. Finally, it would be this firm's policy not to contact or otherwise use the services of an attorney or firm outside of our own, absent express permission. In short, the absolute maximum our firm could bill to the city of Sunbury for an entire year's service would be $60,000, and we would use no outside firms for the work presented to us, absent those issues for which express direction was given. Any amount of fees or costs incurred by the city of Sunbury would be billed to the city on a monthly basis, with payment in full expected within a reasonable time thereafter. Quite simply, we believe in the bright future ahead for this city, and we strongly desire to help affect an open and positive legal experience which will allow the city to continue to move forward in an amicable and financially conservative manner. Additionally, we believe that the city would benefit greatly from the time, knowledge, and experience of all three attorneys comprising our firm. At this time, would anyone from the city council like to comment on this issue? I make a motion to accept the Wiest, Benner, and Rice, LLC as the new Sunbury City Solicitor effective immediately.
Second.
Kramer?
Yes.
Reichner?
Yes.
Reese?
Yes.
Eister? Karlovic?
Yes. All right, Councilman Ice for the CES invoice.
Invoice for CES for the amount of $1,457.43 for engineering services. I can make that formal motion.
Eister?
Yes.
Karlovic?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
Reichner?
Yes.
Reese?
Yes.
Councilwoman Beth Kramer for invoices.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the invoices for the general fund of $236,702.61, and for liquid fuels, $2,981.
I'll second.
Karlovic?
Yes.
Kramer?
Yes.
Reichner?
Yes.
Reese?
Yes.
Eister?
Yes.
Councilman Chris Reese for the truck resolution.
Yeah, the Department of Public Works works. We worked on this before I got here. There was a order to purchase a truck. The truck is ready to go, and now we are going to be financing it. So there was bids put out for the finance. Northumberland National Bank came back with the best bid. So I make a motion to finance that truck with Northern National for the amount that it's owed.
Second.
Reichner,
Yes.
Reese,
Yes.
Eister,
Yes.
Karlovic,
Yes.
Kramer.
Yes.
Councilman Chris Reese, can you just let the public know, the city of Sunbury know how we're gonna pay for that truck?
Oh,
Because everybody knows
Yeah,
that we're in,
yeah. That's out of liquid fuels. So liquid fuels money is a separate section of our budget. That's just for street usage, truck usage, those types of things that we get from the state every year. We get a lump sum, so normally around $300,000 that we get to pay for salt, curb cuts, that kind of stuff. And the truck's in there too.
And I
So it's not from
believe
the regular budget.
this was approved
It was before I got here.
back in October and
Yeah.
November.
And it was in the budget before, the payment is already there, so
Yeah.
we're not adding anything, changing anything, it's planned.
Thank you. All right, and you can go ahead with the police department committee.
Yep, so we, going back to finances, we kind of were looking into what we wanted to do moving forward. We realized right now, we're not in a position to really do anything, because we need to get the finances back on track, which we're getting close. So that at this point, every single person on the committee we've talked about it over and over, we've done research on the square footage of the current space versus what our officers need, and not one person at this point can see a way to keep the police station where it's at on the market. So we are making a recommendation to council that we move the police station in the future from that building on Market Street. So we're not making doing anything formally right now, but this will be able to give us the ability to start researching building and renovating a different building, and then also marketing that building. Now, the main reason that we actually see moving is not because of the condition of the building. We know it needs repairs, but as far as the policing philosophy that Chief Miller wants to instill in the police department, it does not fit that building, particularly because of the square footage. That's probably the largest factor. That building's square footage is around 3,000 square foot. We see that we're probably going to need closer to the 5,000 range of square footage for the officers. Also, the chief is on the second floor, and he likes to be very involved with his officers, and right now that building does not give him the ability to do that. He can't hear, he can't be involved. If they want to see him, he has to go up. If he wants to see them, they have to go down. He wants to be able to be visible to not only his officers, but to the public as well, to make it easier. So, yeah, all we're doing is recommending to start looking for another option, and then we're probably going to put it on hold for right now, see how the money plays out over the next couple months, and then later this year, really start diving into options to move at that point then. So, and then it would have to be voted on by everyone if we were ever going to even move. So this is not an official that we're officially moving, but it's just our recommendation from what the work we've done so far with the committee. Any questions from anyone, please?
The feasibility studies that we've done, and we've had, besides myself and Chris, Captain Bennick was involved, the chief was involved, Donnie Lindman was involved, which is a retired chief, a retired police officer that's originally from Sunbury. Brian Betts was involved, and Gary Wolf was involved, an architect. John Shipman and Derek Wolfgang. To a person, the refurbishing of that, making it right, making it fit the needs of the police department just wasn't feasible. It would be more feasible to have fine property and build less expensively than we could refurbish that, or have another building that's completely gutted that wouldn't have to be changed around. Structurally, it's sound.
Yeah.
The architect and everything, we went through that with, and everything, structurally it's sound, but it's not suitable to do what the police department needs to do with it.
And then just to kind of come back more on that, so with doing this now, like I said before, it does gives us, I believe that it is going to be suitable for something. And now by at least making this recommendation, we can start, if anyone has an interest of anything that they want to do with that building, we can start listening to those things as well. I don't know what we could turn into, but there's a lot of things that, ideas have come out of the table with us that would be great for downtown. So we have that flexibility now to be able to start seeing what could benefit our downtown besides a police department downtown. So, yeah.
All right, thank you. So a couple announcements. There's been an issue the last couple months regarding parking citations in the city of Sunbury and how you're able to pay it. And just so everyone is aware, if you receive a parking citation, you can go online at www.sunburypa.org and pay your traffic or your parking citation online now.
Mayor, ticket.
Parking ticket, sorry.
Citations will still have to go to the magistrate.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, free spring cleanup for Sunbury residents only is Tuesday and Thursday, April 24 and 26, and May 1st and 3rd. They will not be accepting household garbage, appliances with Freon, hazardous materials, brush, contractor waste, and items containing asbestos or liquids of any kind. And tires will be $2.25.
Did they say anything, Kurt, about televisions or anything?
I don't think they take electronics at all anymore. Yeah.
I thought the city council wants to take it.
Yeah, it's not approved to go back there yet. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not there
To take what?
now. Electronics.
Electronics, I thought
Thank you.
that they had said at the one meeting that they found somebody down the road that would take it.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, there's a company in Millville that will sell it.
Hands up, right?
Hands up.
Yeah, I think that they said they
Hands
would
up.
take them.
And TVs are paid on by weight.
Yeah.
There's not a flat fee, it goes by the weight of the TV
Okay.
or electronic issues.
All right, now at this time, is there any audience comment? And if so, please stand when recognized and approach the podium and introduce yourself before speaking. All right, well, this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all for coming out tonight. We have fiscal circulation.